Well, we got a major thunderstorm coming up, and this is the beginning of it, and we're out here in the gazebo. Rain's coming down heavier now. Little bitty breeze, not very much wind where we are. We are dry as a bone though, inside. Rain's coming down a little heavier now. According to the radar, might be a little bit of hail on the back side of the storm, which will be here in about 12 minutes or so. Still no wind to speak of. We really thought there might be some high wind, but so far, no wind to speak of. This is the heaviest rain so far, right now. Don't see any hail yet. Alright, sky's starting to lighten up a little bit, but the rain's coming down pretty heavy right now. We thought we would possibly see some hail, but according to the radar, the hail is dipping just a little south of us. So probably won't have any hail, and that's probably a good thing. Don't know how the gazebo would hold up in hail. Pretty tough gazebo though. Hey everybody, Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures.
Good afternoon.
All right, we're sitting in our new Gazelle
G5.
Gazelle G5 gazebo. Portable gazebo.
There you go.
Let me say that one more time. Gazelle G5 portable gazebo. And we just got this not too long ago. But this is the first time we set it up. In fact, we set it up a couple of days ago, and in case you didn't notice in the opening scene, we set through a pretty decent thunderstorm yesterday while we were out in it. And the main reason why we did, we have some of the optional side panels installed. You can get a side panel kit, comes with 3 panels to the kit. Well, if we wanted to fully enclose this one, all except for the entry door, they don't make a side panel for the entry door. If we wanted to fully enclose it, we'd have to buy 2 kits because we really need 4 side panels, right? So we'd have 2 extras in case they got damaged, right?
Yes.
But anyway, it fared quite well. Now, we did have a G6, and the main reason why we went from the G6 down to the smaller G5, well, I'll let you tell them why. Why did we do that?
Well, the G6 was pretty big.
Yeah.
In fact, last spring, Bill actually set up his sound equipment and did a live gig, and we actually had people inside listening to him.
Yeah.
It was pretty good size. I want to say from point to point, wide point to wide point, it was 140 inches.
It was over 10 feet.
And
diameter inside.
This one is 109.
Yeah,
and the reason we like it, we thought we would go a little bit smaller, was because there was a lot of places we went that didn't have a spot large enough to put our gazebo up.
Right.
So we decided if we had a smaller one that we would be able to put it up more often.
Correct. Correct. And we loved our G6, except for the fact that there were times we couldn't use it. And I'm not going to say when we do start traveling again that there still won't be times we can't use this one. But there will be more times that we can use this one than we could with the G6.
And it's the same thing as we liked about the original, the larger one. It's very easy to put up and take down. It has the stakeout ties that Bill, when he walks around, he'll show them to you again.
Right.
And like we said, we was in it yesterday in a thunderstorm. Right now the wind is blowing like, you know, crazy. We're not affected inside here at all. It's got the panels, and there's some pollen down between there that washed off the roof when it was raining. But we have the panels, the wind panels, that are very easy to put up. I mean, you could be sitting in here and decide, oh, I need to put the panels up, and it takes very, very little time to put up each panel.
And before we do the walk around, which we're going to do here in a second, we just want to say that during that real heavy rainstorm that you saw in the opening scenes, we had hardly no water inside here at all.
It drips down the sides, but it doesn't come in on you.
Right.
Which is, and then of course when you have the panels up, you don't even have that.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit more moisture. If you don't have any of the panels up at all, you will have a little bit more water finally start getting through the mesh. The mesh on the outside is really, really tight. And because the mesh is really, really tight like it is, it does wonders keeping bugs out.
Absolutely, it's wonderful.
Absolutely does wonders keeping bugs out. And there's always trade-offs when it comes to that. Like Deb was just saying, the wind is blowing pretty good. I've got the dead cat on the mic here, so you may not be able to hear it. But the wind is moving along at a pretty good clip. But we have hardly no breeze inside here because we have the door shut. Okay?
Right.
So
zipped.
Yeah, it is zipped. The door
Not shut.
the door is zipped. It's not shut. It's a zipper door, not a shut door. And we're not going to show you how easy it is to pop it up and how easy it is to take it down, because there are countless videos out there that show you how easy it is to pop it up and take it down. Deb, even on our G6, which is much bigger, lots of times she put it up without any help from me because I was busy doing something else, and I'd turn around and she'd already have it popped up. The only time that she needed my help from time to time was when you have to walk into the center and push the very center of the roof up. And
I'm height challenged.
Her being height challenged, I'm always the one that gets to come inside and grab it and pull it down when it's time to pack it away.
We keep saying that we're going to put a little strap around that so that when we reach up it's easier to pull down, but we never do.
No, we never do.
It's his job.
So anyway, now when you get your Gazelle Gazebo, it does come with some tent stakes, sorta. And don't get me wrong, we love our Gazelle Gazebo, but you're going to have to buy a few extra items.
Right.
Right? You're going to have to go get some decent tent stakes, and you're going to have to go get some decent tie downs. The stakes that come with it are just little bitty thin toothpick size.
They may work in some soil.
Yeah.
But they just don't work where we've been putting ours up.
No. So you need to go to like the Academy Sports or some kind of sporting goods store and get you some really good tent stakes. And I'm getting ready to do a walkthrough here in a minute, and we'll show you what we're talking about.
We did get some cool shirts from Gazelle.
Yeah. Gazelle sent us these cool shirts because.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. I'm trying to hold my stomach in because they didn't have a 3X; they only had a 2X, so that fit me. But she's been starving me to death because she's only letting me eat twice a day.
When did that start?
Oh, I felt that way for a long time. I just never said anything.
When did it start? You're only eating twice a day.
Oh, it's been going on for a long time now.
Let's see. For this morning for breakfast, he had pancakes and bacon, and then we had fried zucchini and carrot salad.
That was just a snack.
For lunch.
That was just a snack. That wasn't lunch. That's
and
not
now
really
he'll
eating
be wanting
anything.
dinner here in a little while. So don't let him fool you. He is not just eating 2 meals a day. No.
I had him going there for a minute, and then you messed it up for me.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's what
I'm trying to convince him that we only need 2 meals a day, but that hasn't worked.
Well.
Okay. Moving
on. We're going to take you a little walk through around.
We're going to take you for a little walk through around.
Let me try that again. We're going to do a walk around on the gazebo from the outside and show you a few things that we discovered works best when you're setting one of these up. Okay?
Sounds good.
Be right back. All right, first we're going to start on the inside. And what I want to show you on the inside here, and let me point out, this is how the panels look from the inside out. We have 2 of them still up. we had all 3 of them up, and we are going to order another set. And I think the panel kit is around $45 a set. Is that correct?
44 and some change on Amazon
Yeah.
for a package of 3.
Right, for a package of 3. So
And
if
the
you want
reason
to,
I know that because I just ordered some.
you just ordered. Oh, did you go ahead and order them?
Yes, sir.
I
In
didn't
fact,
know
they're
that.
out for delivery right now.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be able to go ahead and cover up the.
As soon as we go pick up our mail.
As soon as we go pick it up. But one thing that I like to do now, it comes with places where you can anchor it on the inside and the outside. Well, let's just say that this is the way I do it. And you'll notice right down there, let me see if I can get down close to it here without tripping on stuff. It's got tabs like this that I like to fold inside. Some people fold them outside, but I fold them inside. And I go ahead and run a tent stake
And these are the
into
tent
those.
stakes we use.
Yeah, I'll show them the tent stakes that we use here in just a little bit. There's another one right there. And there's another one. Get down here, we can see that one. I'll have to brighten up the screen for that one, but there's another one there. And another one right there. And then another one behind my chair right over there. So I like to go ahead, and I usually do that first. I'll go ahead and drive them into the ground first before I start doing the tie downs on the outside. And the tent stakes that I like to use, I get them at Academy Sports, and I think
For
they're
this
like
rocky soil.
for this rocky soil. Yeah. Now on sandy soil, you might want to get the kind that look like a giant screw or something like that. But these are the ones that I like to use, and they've worked real well, and they're not expensive. And I get them at Academy Sports, and I think they're like $4 or $5 for a pack of 4 of them. But they're really handy for that. All right, now we're going to step outside. All right, and here we are outside, and here's a look at the Gazelle Gazebo G5 from the outside. And I'll start over here. Hope the glare is not messing us up here, but we'll be able to see better from the other side too. But these are the kind of tie downs that I like to use right here. And you've got everywhere at the center of the hub, you've got these loops right here that you can hook these into. Now I got these tie downs at Home Depot, and I love these things. They're real easy to work. It's a snap to work these things, and they're about $5 a piece or so, but they really work well. And I've got one there, of course. I got one at each hub. Right there is another one. And of course I drive my stakes in at an angle so that it'll grab good. And here's another one right here, of course. And there's the other one here. And they really work well. They're real easy to work. Let me see if I can show you here. They've got a little trigger right there. Deb, can you want to demonstrate that? And all you got to do is just push on that trigger, and it loosens right up like that, and you can take it right off. Yeah, and then go ahead and show them how you hook up, and you simply pull on that trigger and you pull it down taut, and it locks just like that. Real easy. So and those are available at Home Depot. We'll post a link to those, and we'll post a link to the Gazelle Gazebo as well, the G5. And remember, they make another one that's larger called the G6, which has 5 of these kind of sides. This one has 4 of these type of sides with it plus the door, and the G6 has 5 of these type of sides plus the door.
I don't know if I mentioned or not, but this one from peak to peak is 109 inches.
Yeah, I can stand up
if
really
we
easy
aren't
in it.
following social distancing, we can easily get 4 people in here with side tables in between.
Yeah,
We can practice 3-foot distancing, but we can't practice 6.
correct.
But it, for 4 people, we could easily get in there and, you know, sit around and visit. And
Exactly.
the beauty of putting up the panels is in the cooler days, you can actually put a little heater in there, and it will heat it up nicely.
Correct.
On super hot days, you got to put a little fan in there because this is so tight.
Right. Yeah.
But it
you know,
doesn't keep. But it does keep out the bugs.
Oh yeah.
Especially those, as we call them, no-see-ums.
The no-see-em bugs. It keeps them out real good. Anyway, we love our Gazelle Gazebo, and I think right now they're on Amazon. They're around
189, I think.
189 right now
Did you
for
want
the
to see
toward
how
the-
easy the panels come up and down?
Yeah, go ahead and show them that while we're at it. Let's walk over here. And
These are all on Velcro, and it has a little thing here that holds the corners.
there's Velcro that holds them in place. That loose, then you hook your, and that's what we like about those tie downs, because they're so smooth to work, real easy, just takes a few seconds. And there, the panel's off, and going back on is just as easy as taking it off. It's
Yep.
the same principle, only different. Right?
Totally different.
Anyway, so that's just a quick look at our Gazelle gazebo, and
Ask me if the pollen count's high.
yeah, the pollen count is really high. Can you tell? Look at all that pollen. Anyway, we just wanted to take a moment, a little bit, and show you our new Gazelle gazebo. And we did a video last summer about our G6.
Yes.
And we really liked it, but we ended up giving it to a good friend because we found that there were times we couldn't use it because it was a little too big because of the places we go. And the G5 is going to be perfect for us. So anyway, we're going to let you go now. We just thought we'd take a quick moment to show you all this, and if y'all are interested, we'll have some links in the description so you can go in there and take a peek at it. And there's lots of videos out there that show you how easy it is to pop it up and pop it down. Even on Gazelle's website itself, they have an in-depth video.
5 minutes tops.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, and it's all popped out. And then, of course, you got to take a little extra time to anchor it down
Well, yeah, but I
properly.
mean, to get it ready for anchoring, it's
Exactly.
nothing.
And when it is properly anchored down, it will easily withstand winds with gusts up into the 50-mile-an-hour range. And we know this for a fact because with our G6, we endured
Yes.
winds like that. Maybe even gusting a little more than that, wouldn't you say?
I wouldn't. It
Yeah.
was pretty gusty.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to let you go. This is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures, and we're saying we're not camping.
We're living.
Y'all take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.